I thought I was dreaming when my phone buzzed at 3:18 a.m. 20 motion alerts in under 2 minutes. That only meant one thing. Someone was creeping around my backyard. I groggily stumbled out of bed, threw on a hoodie and slippers, and checked my security cameras. What I saw made me question if I was still asleep. There she was, Geraldine Voss, my 64-year-old neighbor, dressed in all black like a wannabe ninja, crouched next to my pool gate with a pair of hedge cutters. Not just any hedge cutters, industrial-grade monsters that looked like they could take down a tree. Geraldine had always been extra. Since she moved in 6 months ago, she made it her personal mission to turn our peaceful cul-de-sac into a dictatorship. Complained about my jazz music, which I only practiced at noon. Said my backyard string lights were offensive to the aesthetic. And even filed a formal HOA grievance about my July 4th barbecue being too Eastern-themed. But this: breaking a reinforced $300 lock at 3 a.m. That was a new level of crazy. I hit record on my phone and slipped out the back door, staying in the shadows. She was so focused she didn't even notice me. "Almost got it," she muttered. When the lock finally snapped, she let out a weird little dance of triumph. That's when I stepped into the floodlight and said, "Nice night for breaking and entering." Geraldine." She froze. Hedge cutters dropped, eyes wide like a deer in headlights. And then came the Oscar performance. "Oh, Chase, you startled me." My cat, Sir Whiskerton, jumped over the fence. "I was just trying to rescue him." I looked around. No cat. Just one broken lock and a 64-year-old woman in yoga pants committing a felony. Really? Because all I see is a busted gate and 0 cats. Then the facade dropped. Her spine straightened, and her voice turned cold. "Fine. I was going to host a small appreciation brunch for the HOA advisory board here later today. Your pool is the most photogenic. I assumed you'd be honored." "You assumed wrong," I said, deadpan. "This is private property. You're trespassing. And you're on camera." She scoffed, then took a step closer and lowered her voice. "You really want to get the cops involved, Chase? People like you don't always get the benefit of the doubt, especially around here." There it was. The unspoken threat. I held up my phone, the red recording light flashing. Luckily, cameras don't lie. And this one's got audio, too. Her face drained of color. She spun on her heel and left, but not before saying, "This isn't over." By morning, I had edited the footage, saved copies, and backed it all up to multiple drives and clouds. At 7:45 a.m., I got a call from Renee Talmadge, the HOA president. "Hi, Chase. Geraldine mentioned there was a disagreement. We were hoping to clarify things." Sure, I said. I have crystal clear footage of her breaking into my yard and threatening me. Happy to share. There was a pause. Then she invited me to the HOA clubhouse for a meeting at 2 p.m. I showed up early with my laptop, a printed transcript, and a folder titled Unhinged Behavior. Geraldine was already there, pretending to be frail and traumatized. When I played the video of her snipping my lock and doing her victory wiggle, you could hear a pin drop. One board member actually choked on his water. Then came the part where she subtly threatened me with, "People like you don't get the benefit of the doubt." The board turned on her faster than a bad HOA newsletter. "You said you were rescuing a cat," Renee said. "You don't even own a pet." Metaphorically speaking, Geraldine shot back. It got worse. My cousin works in real estate and texted me during the meeting. Wasn't Geraldine evicted from the Magnolia Lofts for harassing tenants and pulling the fire alarm to cancel Latino birthday parties? Oh yes. She was. I shared that too. As the board erupted into chaos, Geraldine did what all Karens do when cornered, played the victim. She accused us of conspiring against her and claimed I was inciting online mobs. She forgot I wasn't just filming, I was live streaming. By 6 p.m., her meltdown had gone viral. Local news, TikTok edits, even a remixed track called Lock Cutter Shuffle. Then things got worse. Her supporter, a guy named Brent Mercer, known for harassing local shop owners, showed up at my block party on Saturday with Geraldine in tow, and two others who looked like they just left an angry Facebook group meetup. "You can't exclude us from community events," she screamed. "It's my backyard, Geraldine. Not Coachella. You weren't invited." Just as Brent stepped forward like he wanted to get physical, Detective Eliza Monroe walked up. "Problem here." Brent froze. She flashed her badge. "You're that guy with 2 priors for assault over lawn decorations, right?" Brent backed off. Geraldine tried to play the free speech card until Eliza said, "You're on private property. You want to keep talking? Take it to the sidewalk." And then, a miracle. Geraldine sat down. Quiet. Almost human. She looked around at the diverse group of neighbors laughing, eating, sharing stories. Her eyes lingered on the kids jumping into the pool. And something cracked. A week later, she came to my door. Not with cops. Not with lawyers with cookies. Irish butter. She said, "My grandmother's recipe." I wanted to say I'm sorry. I was stunned. Then I noticed her shirt, Unity Center volunteer. Turns out, her court-mandated community service had placed her with an outreach center downtown and working with people she once looked down on. Changed her. 6 months later, she helped organize a multicultural night for the HOA. brought tamales, even taught origami to kids. And yes, she apologized to every single person she offended. As wild as this story was, it ended with something rare: growth. And now I want to hear from you. Have you ever had to stand up to an HOA or a nosy neighbor gone rogue? Do you believe people like Geraldine can change? Or was she just saving face? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk community, conflict, and crazy pool parties.